What's up, everybody? It's comedian TK Kirkland, and you're watching The Barn.
Hi, and welcome to the barn. This is the Mox, and we got Mike, my co-host Mike, here as well. We're joined online with a special guest, Mr. TK Kirkland, stand-up comedian,
The man.
actor, podcaster, a little bit of everything, right? TK, thanks
Mm-hmm.
for joining us.
Now, thank you guys for having me.
You'll be coming into town, Helium Comedy Club in St. Louis. Great venue. Have you played there before?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You hit the Heliums, right?
Oh, yeah.
Friday, July 3rd through Sunday, July 5th. Plenty of opportunities, but I hear the tickets are going really fast. So if you're watching this, you better grab them quickly.
Yeah,
But
especially since the TV show came out last night called Lot Patrol. So I'm really excited about that. My true first TV television series. So it was a hit. So everybody's excited.
man, you got a lot of buzz around you and you have for a long time. You've been doing this a long time.
Long time.
Man, and your story is so interesting to me because you're so heavily involved with like the hip hop and rap world,
Yes.
and have been for a lot of years. You actually toured with N.W.A back in the day, right? And
Yes. Yes.
have a connection with them, and obviously grew up in Compton. Do those two worlds collide? I know a lot of artists love stand-up comedy.
Yeah, I happen to be fortunate to be so respected on both coasts. Like N.W.A, Jay-Z and us, we all started together. Um, Lil Wayne, the Cash Money Millionaires, Tupac, Biggie Smalls, Lil Kim, LL Cool J, Luke, from any coast. I was always respected. Made Men, the Rough Riders. It's truly been an amazing journey, and it's still continuing. I'm truly excited about that.
Do you feel like there was a lot of lessons that you learned coming up in that world that benefits you now on the business side? Because you're a businessman too.
Yes,
Do you feel, I mean, you hear Jay-Z talk about that a lot, right? Like I
yes,
was a businessman in the streets and now I do it in
yes.
boardrooms. Do you feel that's the
When
case
those
for
guys
you?
was coming up, we was already hustlers, back in the day. And when you hear it on music, you hear it in business, you see um, they just wasn't talking about it. They actually pulled it through, and that's amazing. I still use that discipline to this day. I told somebody not too long ago, I'm so glad that I made a decision not to try to become an actor. I became a businessman. I think most actors are living check to check, and they normally die broke. And I won't have that situation. And that thing is important to me. A lot of people chase the fame. I chase the money because at the end of the day, people always say, "Oh, it's not about the money." That means you never had it because it is about the money. And that's what everybody works for every day. Everybody wants more money. So I focus on health first. Well, spiritual health and then money because health is the true luxury in life.
I understand that.
Yeah, yeah.
It's talking about some of those older times. Did you realize how the cultural impacts a band like, or a group like N.W.A would have at the time? Did you guys recognize that and realize that?
But here's the thing. I don't think anybody knew anything. I think they did what they supposed to do. When I met them, I was just a young, inspirational guy, ambitious, wanted to do things. I didn't even know Easy. I was actually touring with New Edition first. That's who I actually toured with first. Me and Bobby Brown were extremely close. I didn't do the things that Bobby Brown did. I was still my own business guy. And because of that concert with Bobby Brown, I'll be sure Tina Marie, I met N.W.A. and the rest is history. And to see what hip hop has done to this day, to see how it went from where it is to where it is today is phenomenal. The thing that I would like most is for the world to know how this comedian TK Kirkland, who's been doing this 40 years, have been surrounded by hip hop for so long. Because so many comedians who are coming into the game now or influencers are sometimes getting the recognition like they were the first to deal with hip hop. But we need to study stand-up comedy deeper to know the history of comedy. And that's why I started talking about earlier this year, comedy IQ. A lot of people don't have comedy IQ. It's like baseball players know the history of baseball. Boxers know the history of boxing from way back in the 1900s, right? It's the same with basketball, the same with football. They know, and comedians to me are the only group of entertainers that don't know the history of stand-up comedy, other than saying Eddie Murphy's name all the time. Eddie Murphy's great, but Eddie Murphy wasn't in the trenches, and the real comic clubs when the movie was coming up. A lot of people still to this day don't know who Michael Williams is. And Michael Williams is the guy who actually started African American comedy in Los Angeles, California, on 43rd and Crenshaw with the great Robin Harris. And then when you see how it went from there in 1985 to the Kings of Comedy, to We the Ones tour, and then with me having the ambition to be a businessman, taking D.L. Hughley under my wing, Mike Epps, Godfrey out of Chicago, teamed up with two gentlemen, David Clayman and Tommy Chesterell, and we managed everything that we had to do with Sandra Bullock, Anthony Michael Hall, John Leguizamo. And because of platforms like this and podcasts all around the world, I was able to get the recognition that I'm getting now, and I appreciate that.
That's awesome. Yeah, I was watching YouTube not long ago, sometime earlier this week, and it's such a great coincidence that we have you on today because YouTube had suggested one of your specials to me.
Yes.
I watched it. Just I thought I'll just watch a comedy special,
Yes.
and I watched it, and I was in pain, dude. In like the first 10 minutes, your special, Who Raised You?
Yeah. Oh man. Yes.
Oh my God. I just love the premise because like everyone out in public has looked around and seen people do weird things and been like, where the hell do you come from? So like that premise is just so genius and I love it. And I just wanted to tell you I loved your special, man. That one specifically.
Yes, thank you so much. And I'm glad that you saw it. Hope the world gets to see it. We're about to work on the Netflix special. I'm working on my new material now. We shoot that in February. I wanted to wait a good 6 or 7 months because life, well, with me, there's so much life that goes on every day that there's so much to write about. I really hate sitting watching comics and they're doing the same material for years. I'm like, don't you know there's a big, if something happens every day that your acts, to me, should not be the same for weeks, months, years. I'm talking about laughing in the same position for 10, 15 years. Same joke, you laugh the same way that pretentious laugh, that fake laugh to make other people laugh at your joke. When I tell you it drives me insane,
Mm-hmm.
it really drives me insane because it tells me a lot of comedians are not putting in their work. They're not doing their homework. And to be a great comedian, you have to be a student. It's like going to get your degree. You have to put your work in. Unfortunately, in this business, you never graduate because it's a continuous cycle to the day you die if you want to work. And I'm almost 70 years old.
Wow.
Is that
You look
right?
great, dude. You look great.
Thank you so. Yeah, I'm almost 70 years old. So
Wow.
it has really been beautiful for me, and I took care of myself. And hey, man, I'm truly excited.
Wow, that's awesome. Good for you, man.
Man,
You look great. You look
Thank you so much.
phenomenal.
no bullshit. I would have guessed like maybe 42
Yeah.
ish, 42,
Yeah,
43.
that's the confusion, right? Because when if you go on my Instagram, TK_Kirkland, I'm always giving out game and giving knowledge. The confusion is I look young. So they're like, who's this young guy talking all this stuff, right? You know, like I'm not gonna believe this guy. But when they find out my age, it blows people away. Even in the dating situation, I'm attracted to the young girls, but I see they don't have a lot of wisdom and
Yeah.
experience to be in my life. But I'm also smart enough to know I can't stop their growth because they have to have these experiences in life that when they're 50, 60 years old, they can relate. The young and then the old women are not taking care of themselves the way I feel like they should. So it becomes a problem. So it's just health, guys, spirituality, and the shows. And I look forward to getting on stage. It's something that's a blessing to truly do. I'm not gonna say it's my therapy, but it's something that does something for my soul, and I want to thank God for allowing me this opportunity to do what I'm doing because it's a blessing to be working this long, 40 something years.
When you say young girls, we're talking at least 20s, right?
No, 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 that's definitely too young.
Okay. But at
Oh,
least 20.
no, 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 no. My daughters are in their 20s, so
That's
that would be disrespectful. I think the youngest I will go is 41, 42, and I'm pushing it because I still call them children because my kids are that age.
yeah.
But people in their 40s think they're grown. Like, oh, I'm grown, but not to almost a 70-year-old man.
Right.
That's all.
I just want to make sure we wasn't any kind of legal issue there.
No, no, no. We're not the puppy combs or the R. Kellys here.
Man, you're special. I just noticed you have such respect for your audience. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yes.
Like you let your audience chew on things
Yes.
rather than just like hitting them right in the face with the point. And I just love that. I think that's hard to come by these days.
One of the things that's important to me is intimidating people, right? And inspiring them at the same time.
Mm.
Like, I think is a key. When someone comes to my show, I just don't want you to leave with laughter. I want you to, as you're walking out, I want a man or woman to start saying to themselves, how can I change my life to be a better person? Because I put it in their head, or I plant the seed. I don't want you to be old and be broke. I plant the seed, take care of your health. I plant the seed in understanding the government, understanding the financial situation, and understanding we all really are boxed in because what they have created with this government is phenomenal, from taxes to Social Security to financial aid. It's all a phenomenal hustle. And I find it fascinating. The goal here is to understand the game of chess. You got to know how to make certain moves, do certain things to better your life. And if your life is not getting better as you're getting older, it's something that you're doing wrong.
You talk about being in this game for 40 years and being in your 60s. You still seem super energized. You still seem as passionate about it as maybe you ever would. Do you feel that way? Do you
That is
feel,
so true. It's in my DNA. I
yeah,
can't explain it, but I just love what I do so much. Like I sleep, I get my rest, but I can't wait to get up the next day to say, what's next? What's next? And as time goes further, people will understand it because it's like going into the ocean. I'm taking people further, further out into the deep waters. And as you guys get older and understand this game of comedy, I'm gonna be so well respected because you're gonna be like, how the hell did TK Kirkland pull this off? And that's gonna be the flex. Some people get their fame at younger ages in certain parts of life. I like to consider myself a product in the stock market. And if you were sitting with a financial advisor and you saw my stock in the stock market and you saw a continuous growth for 40 years, not major ups and downs, just constant,
yeah.
consistent profit, I'm the guy you bet on.
Well, that's the long game. Playing the long game, right? Because you can have
Exactly.
the You can have the peaks and valleys, and when people go viral and they do all this, they have
Yes.
that. But
Yes.
then here comes the valleys. You're talking game and actual true growth and
Yes.
a career. That's what you want, I would guess.
That's what you want. You want consistency. So I would like for people to look at me as like Mr. Consistent,
Yeah,
right? That's the game. From 1985 to 2026 and beyond.
crazy.
It's amazing. Because I don't think you guys were born or you were babies.
I was four.
I was
Yeah,
5.
Wow, that's crazy. So that's the thing that I want people. That's what I want to be known for. The legendary, how he took care of himself, how he took health very seriously, how to be a comedian to me, you don't have to be this goofy guy all day. Come to the show. It's going to be real life comedy. It's going to be real life situations that you're going to laugh, you're going to learn. Um, and you're going to walk out being inspired. It's a type of comedy show you have never, ever experienced before. I truly have my own style.
I can testify that you will come away from that with an ab workout for sure.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, if you want to skip your crunches and just go hit up a show, that's the night.
Yes, yes. That's the thing that I'm glad that you peeped. And because that's what I shoot for. Some comedians can be good 10 minutes. Some comedians be good 15 minutes, sometimes 30. My thing is, can you be funny for an hour and 15 minutes from beginning to end? And that's where I come in. We
Oh
all
yeah.
look good. We all look good at 15 minutes.
yeah.
Hell
Well,
yeah.
not all of us, but
Yeah,
yeah.
not all of
Yeah.
us. But 15 minutes, it's when we go into them 40, 45 minutes, an hour, where I truly separate myself from everybody else.
The deep waters.
The deep waters.
Mhm.
Yes.
And you can catch it at Helium Comedy Club in St. Louis, Friday, July 3rd through the 5th. We're going to
Yes.
be there. And just so you know, you're talking to two comedy connoisseurs. We're not new in this game as far as being a fan of comedy.
Yes.
I've been watching comedy since I was probably 6 or 7, probably when I shouldn't
Okay.
have been watching Raw. I was watching Raw
Oh
and
yeah,
Vice
Right.
yeah.
Clay and all that.
I
So
peaked.
we appreciate a comedy. I think you're talking to two guys that appreciate comedy in the craft of the comedy. And you're
Yes.
talking about working on your Netflix special. Do you do the traditional sense where you go work it out in the clubs to see what works, cut this, trim the fat here, add this before you publish your specials?
No, no, no. When I go on stage, I've been gifted enough. Remember how they say Jay-Z and Biggie would go in the studio and didn't write nothing down? They just go top of the dome.
Yeah,
That's what I was doing that way before they were born. I
really.
do
Wow.
that with my comedy. I just read a lot. I watch a lot of things on television. I pay attention to the news. I pay attention to everything because I'm all over the world. And whatever happens that night when my hand touches the mic is what happens.
So you don't have a set.
No, I don't have a set.
So if we come and see you July 3rd, and then we come and see you July 4th, you might get a completely different show.
Matter of fact, if you come see me July 3rd, July 4th, July 5th, all the shows are going to be different.
Hell
Wow.
yeah.
Every last one.
Like
Any
the
other
Grateful Dead of comedy.
Yeah, because
yeah.
I can't do the same material. I think it will bore me. And if you heard the same joke, it's going to be set up and worded differently. That's the creative side. Meaning you might hear a joke similar to you heard the night before, but I guarantee it won't be set up the same way. It might now be at the beginning of the show compared to at the end of the show, or it might be in the middle of the show, but it's never the same format. Where some comedians, if you go see them time after time again, you can predict what they're going to say, what reaction they're going to have right at that moment because you've seen them so many times. With me, I always throw you off. You're never going to be able to figure it out.
So will that be the same way when you record your special?
When I record my special, I'm going to have certain things formatted, and then whatever happens, happens. But I know at the end it's going to be funny.
Do you record several different shows or just is it just one show?
It's probably just going to be one show.
Wow. Cool.
Yeah, but I'll probably do like an hour and some change, and we'll cut it up and
Yeah.
and do it that particular way. I want my comedy special to be truly different. I won't say what I want it to be here because you never know who's going to watch. And the
Yeah.
thing is, you don't want to give away your secret. But when mine's come on, it'll be totally different. And a lot of people will say, "Wow, I never heard of him before. I knew him. I love his stand up." And the people who know that I'm funny will say, "He's always been that way." But then the people who will just find out will go, "Wow, he's really good." And that's all I want. It's too many false prophets in the comedy world now that got their fame and success off of bullshit. But hey, this is the world that we live in. And to be in the entertainment business and whatever field of your work that you're in, it's life, and you just roll with the punches. Because one of the most phenomenal things to me is Jake Paul. He's not even a boxer, and he's making more money than fighters who've been fighting for this,
Yeah.
who really do this. He found the way to get money, found the gimmick in a sense. It worked for him, and that goes to show you that things are possible. Maybe not for a lot of people, but for some people, it is what it is. There's nothing you can do about it.
Takes the work though, right?
So you got to put the work in. You got to put the work in. You can't play with this. It shows. If you
Mhm.
don't put the work as anything you do, what you guys do, what I do, a person that actually puts the work in succeeds. Bottom line, there's no substitute for experience.
Do you feel like you got to love the work too?
You have to love it as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. I believe it or not, I truly like the business side of anything.
Yeah.
If I could sit down and negotiate a lot of people's deals, that's something that I would truly love because I'm known for getting the money. I get the money. I get
Well,
if it's $1 on the table, we get 99 cents.
I tell, I have three younger daughters and I tell them all the time is like, there's nothing wrong with, one, I want you to find careers and jobs that you enjoy because it makes work so much easier.
Yes.
There's nothing wrong in knowing your value and requesting your value, demanding your
Yes.
value.
Yes.
And money shouldn't be looked, sometimes money is looked at and can be evil. But
Yes.
if you own it, if you're in control of it, it can be freedom. It could be freedom of choice. It could be, you're not telling me what to do. I'm my own boss. I tell you what to do.
It means a lot. The rule in life is always be the person to sign the front of the check.
hmm And if you don't get the money, someone else will take it from you.
Yeah.
They'll
Yes.
gladly take it.
That's so true.
It's
That's
truly a
so true.
game. It's a
Yes.
game. You just got to play
It-
it better.
you got to play it better.
Yep.
And that's what's really important. So it's about money, is about laughter, it's about physical health, it's about spirituality, it's about knowing who you are and not letting your mind play tricks on you. You really got to be mentally tough. And when things do get bad, go to sleep because tomorrow gonna be a better day.
Oh, drop of knowledge. TK Kirkland going to be at Helium Comedy Club in St. Louis, July 3rd through the 5th. We're going to be there. Chad and Mike from the Barn Media.
I can't wait to see you guys in the audience. And do me a favor, and this is important if you could.
Sure.
After you guys see my show, please do an episode
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
on TK Kirkland and what you saw and what you experienced. Because it's shows like this that can really tell the world the truth. I can't say it. If I say it, it doesn't have the impact, the power, because I'm looked at conceited. I looked at as he's arrogant. I just want my work to speak for itself. But it shows like you guys that can share to the world and say, "Oh no, 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 no! You like this person, you like that person. Make sure you go see T.K. Kirkland. You'll have a different perspective on what stand-up comedy is about."
If you put us on the guest list, that happens.
Oh, don't even worry about it. He's straight. He's straight. And see, when you deal with a man's man, it's something that you don't even have to ask. We already know to do that.
Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Appreciate your time today. And I really enjoyed this. I feel like we could have kept talking for another hour or so.
No, I appreciate you guys. You enjoy your day. And God willing, we'll see each other in a few days.
TK Kirkland, Helium Comedy Club in St. Louis, July 3rd through the 5th. Most of the days have two shows, so you got a lot of chances to catch TK. But make sure you get your tickets because they're going quick.
Yes,
And
and make sure you follow TK Kirkland at TK_Kirkland. I guarantee you, you will not be disappointed.
thanks so much, man. We'll see you in a couple days.
May your pain be champagne. Thanks, guys.